Hello and welcome to the FIFA Predictor. Back for the new season now, back for pre-season, and we're playing Bayern Munich. 7:30 on Tuesday afternoon. Right, it's good to be back. Pre-season's well underway by now as well. The reason why we haven't been doing earlier games this pre-season is mainly because we played Tramia, who aren't on FIFA, and other reasons have came into it as well. But finally, we're starting with one of the biggest teams in the world right now, Bayern Munich. We've got them in the Audi Cup, and then whether we win or lose, we'll play either Atletico Madrid or Napoli, and basically the winner of that, you know, whatever. You know how it goes with the Audi Cup or whatever. On the back of the Asia Premier League trophy win, looking to hopefully lift another trophy this summer anyway. We're going to have Mane. Mane's going to be starting on the left with Sturridge up top, Salah on the right, Coutinho and Henderson and Wijnaldum in the central three. Robertson filling in for the injured James Milner, Lovren, Matip starting centre backs, Alexander-Arnold right back, filling in for Klein, who's suddenly got an injury now with a hamstring and back problem, something like that. Karius in goal. We're going to have Solanke, Roberto Firmino, Lallana, Chan, Clavan, Moreno and Mignolet on the bench. And obviously, because it's FIFA 17, we can't be having like 11 substitutions like we're going to be having in real life, because it is pre-season and that will happen. It's good to have football back on again, especially Liverpool football. Confederations Cup this summer just wasn't, it's not good enough when we want the club football back, especially since we're back in the Champions League qualifying stages, that is, which are due to be played next month. Still got to wait to see who we play in that game, but hopefully we have, basically we can beat any team that's in that draw. Just nearly scored with Salah. We can beat any team that we've got. I think it's a short list of like Nice, Hoffenheim, Spartak Moscow maybe. I'm not entirely sure who it is, but we're the strongest team in that lineup of teams that are in the qualifying stage. And we can do them. We do them over the two legs, and we go straight into that group stage, and we'll probably draw a Real Madrid or a Dortmund or someone like that, and we'll have like a group of death, and it'll be good because we're back in the Champions League and we're back playing them big teams on a weekly basis again. I mean, it's just good to have European football back, considering the season that we had before last, with, you know, getting to the Europa League final, playing Dortmund, playing Manchester United. It was a great season, even though we did finish, I think we finished 8th that season. You know, it was still a boss season because we got to 2 cup finals, and it was, it was fun. But now we've got a stronger team. Now we've only lost one important player so far, and that's Lucas Leiva. And to be honest, I think we'll get a better replacement. And Thiago is through and on goal, and he's absolutely skied it. With the type of players that we've brought in this season, permitting that it is only 3 players that we have brought in, there's still, you know, Robertson left back, you know, he's got his critics out there because he's came from Hull, they came from relegated sides, you know. Even like a few Hull City supporters weren't really too bothered that, you know, they've seen the back of him. Salah, a lot of people saying he's a Chelsea reject, but we all know if you've got a brain on you and you've seen the record that Salah had last season playing for Roma, from a winger's position as well, the goal return was just ridiculous. You know, so for 36 odd million pound that we bought for him in today's market, people would say that's just pennies. So it's a good deal that we've got there, and considering he's so fast, he's so fucking quick, his pace is ridiculous. So him and Mane on the wings is just terrifying. It's going to terrify opponents. And I think I mentioned this on one of the subscriber shows, Steve's show actually. I said that what was the question? I think I said something like, Tottenham's still going to play a high line against us when they play us, whether it'll be at White Hart Lane or Anfield, with Salah and Mane up top. You know, you've seen once Mane come back from that came back from the Africa Cup of Nations, scores 2 goals in the first 20 minutes and just absolutely rips Tottenham a new one. It was great. So just imagine with Salah. Oh, who's injured? Well, here we go. That you know what? I predict Sturridge to get injured because it's just happened here. Right, I'll bring on a new boy. I'll bring on Solanke. Solanke winning headers. I'm quietly hopeful for Solanke, to be honest. I've seen like the goals that he's taken in pre-season have been quite well. And you know, he's only 19. People, you know, I didn't realise how young he was when we first signed him. I thought he was like a 22-year-old, you know, lad who came from Chelsea. You know, we're really hopeful of him. And even what quite surprised me is that Klopp was quoted from an interview that he thanks his scouts for getting Solanke in, because before that Klopp never even heard of the lad. Which I don't blame him, because he was on loan to like a Dutch side, like, you know, from Chelsea. Why would Klopp know about someone like that? Come on, Salah whips it in back post. Mane's there. Oh, it's Solanke! What's going on? What's going on? Get it in! A big mix-up there between Neuer and the centre-back, I think it was. Bayern Munich here for the taking here. We could even draw them in the Champions League, which would be an interesting game. You know what? I could probably see that happening, because I remember when we got into the Champions League last time, after the 13-14 season, and we drew Real Madrid in the group stage. And I remember that was the season when Alonso left Madrid, and he was devastated because Liverpool drew Real Madrid and he just left them to go to Bayern Munich. You know what, I can probably see that happening again this time around. We will get Bayern Munich in the group stages, and Alonso has just left Bayern Munich. That would be quite funny, to be honest.
And we have 9 remaining minutes.
So what do you think about the Coutinho transfer rumours? Do you think he'll go? Do you think he'll stay? You know, Liverpool made a bold statement the other day against Hertha Berlin, making him captain. You know, seeing him, that the pass that he threw up for Salah for the 3rd goal of the game was absolutely incredible. Just turns like 3 players in the middle of the park. It just whips a 40 yards pinpoint pass to Salah's foot, and then Salah just easily puts it over the keeper's head. And here's Salah now, left foot. Mohamed Salah with an Iron Robin-esque cutting in on his left foot, going across a few defenders, side foots it right into the top corner, and Neuer had no chance of catching that, or even getting to it, never mind catching it. So 1-0 to the mighty Reds. In the 88th minute, didn't even realise, 88th minute, Liverpool have got that winner. There's no way Bayern Munich can get back into this. 2 more minutes, Liverpool holding out. Absolutely crunched them. That'll do. Lucas Leiva type of tackle there. Apart from it wasn't on the edge of the box. Last ditch attack here from Bayern Munich. Commentator got too excited. And that's it. And that is it. Liverpool beat Bayern Munich in their own backyard with a 0-0 from Mohamed Salah. Going to the final of the Audi Cup that will be played against Atletico Madrid or Napoli, I think the 2 teams are. Thanks for watching, and welcome back to the series as well if you've watched it from last season. Hopefully we'll be doing more of these. We might even be going into live streams, you never know. It just really depends on what we can do with it. If you liked the video, drop it a like, it will mean a lot for the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching once again, and we'll see you later. Ta-ra.